everyone! Happy International Women's Day. My name is Jillian. I have Fresh Face Pilates in Pitt Meadows, and I am the creator of the Foxy Fusion workout. What Foxy Fusion is a blend of face yoga and dance-inspired meditative movement that brings anyone to the point of feeling like a dancer, whether you have any kind of dance experience or not. We're really working to bring ourselves in touch with our femininity and finding some joy and some pleasure from that, and just learning what your body is capable of doing. Maybe it's things that you never thought you could do before. So originally I thought that I would do this as a Zoom class, and then I thought it was just too private. And since I'm here to do this class to celebrate being a woman with you, why wouldn't I just leave it here where all women can come together and celebrate? So please, 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 if you have time and you'd like to sit down and do this, let's do it. If you do not have time, bookmark it, save it for later, and then you always have it for another day that you might like to try it again. So please know, you have my permission to hold on to this and actually do this. See if you can incorporate it into your daily life. Of course, we will be starting with some face yoga techniques, and this is meant to be very relaxing and bring you to a point where we can connect our mind, our breath, and our body, so that when we do transfer it later to some standing activity, you're already in a zone. You know, you're just already in that nice, chill, calm mode. It really is important, I think, to learn movement. And as you go and you become a little bit more comfortable, that's when you'll see you start to add some personality. So I'm going to tell you, as a pole instructor for many, many, many years, I have seen some shifts in personality that are really quite remarkable. Sometimes you get the quiet, shy girl, and when she comes in and dances, it becomes everything so big. Sometimes you get that girl who's boisterous and loud and she wants to have fun and she's the party girl, and she becomes very shy and sweet and quiet. So with the meditative movement and with that breath, as you start to learn a little bit of a loop and then start to bring in some speed and, you know, even memory, so that you can sort of recall the movements that are happening, you might find that you have a bit of a different personality than you're expecting to see. And that's perfectly okay, and it's terribly fun. So I please allow you, give yourself permission to welcome the women inside of you. And before we get started, we're just coming with a little bit of breath work. So I'm going to cup my hands just in front of me and just place them in my lap. I'm placing them in my lap. Just imagine that you have a flower. And I like a peony. It's a very fluffy, pretty flower. And in honor of Women's Day, starting to draw some breath in, you can feel free to close your eyes. Start to feel free to draw the breath in. Abdominal breathing all the way down, and then it travels back out. And inside of your little peony, I would like you to think of your women. Who are the women who support you? Is it your mommy? Is it your sister? Do you have a mentor or your besties, or is your whole squad going in there? Think of them. Think of how much you love them. See them. Place them in your flower. Each petal will fold and hold each of these women in gratitude and in love and in care and in support. And I just want you to hold these ladies and breathe. And when you're ready, your hands will open and you will gently place this flower, holding your women in your lap, and just come to a wonderful point of relaxed energy. Okay? thinking about your shoulders being back and down. The clavicle is always open and wide. We're working with a nice foundation. So we're set at the bottom if you're sitting. If you're standing, your weight is balanced between both feet. I'm going to bring myself a little bit of lotion. And I tend not to use, hey, I didn't go anywhere. I tend not to use a lot of oil, but I will add 1 drop to my lotion today. And then I'm just going to very lightly let this sit over my face, and hopefully we find it's not too drying. Just a little pat. And you can always apply more as we go. First things first, let's stroke up the inside of the arm just oh so gently. We have a little bit of a feeling of really waking up the nerves. Maybe you get some shivers. Let's do 1 more on this side. Take it to the other side, all the way up the inside of the arm. Gentle stroking and up over the head. Inside. Over the face and the head. Inside the arm, over the shoulder, up the neck, side of the face, and to the head. Come on in, and again, take your breath. Starting with just the index fingers at the tip, the bridge of the nose, the base of the bridge of the nose, and we're just going to gently, very gently stroke the fingers to the hairline and lift off. Be sure you're not dragging the skin. This is a very, very light touch. Just over the eyebrows and to the hairline. Let's take this up to the middle of the forehead. Very soft and gentle. Very soft and gentle. 1 more time and we'll move up. To the hairline, starting again, just at the bridge of the nose and up to your hairline and lift off. And let's do 1 more. So soft and gentle. Just bringing that forehead to a state of relaxation. Stroke the brow. So I have all of my fingers just coming to the center of my forehead. And again, with that same light touch. Feel free to close your eyes. Keep the breath going, the shoulders down the back. That same light touch, just bringing ourselves to a very wonderful, relaxed state. Knowing that as we work softly and lightly, we are reducing tension. We are increasing circulation. So we got lots of beautiful, fresh blood and nutrients and oxygen coming to the surface. Really encouraging fluids to move. And most of all, bringing ourselves to a state of peace. Close your eyes if you'd like. We'll do 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Circling the eyes. You may use your index finger. If you are a heavy-handed person, please use your ring finger. So I will give you that demo. As we come up and around, we're coming just over the brows and just along around the eyes. And as we come up and in, we can start to make these circles smaller and smaller. Again, a very light touch. I'm starting to work it down a little to come under my eyebrows. And very softly, a little closer to my eyes. 2 more. And 1 more. And because that feels so great, tap around your eyes. Keep your forehead relaxed. Work on a neutral face. And by that I mean perhaps it's a slight smile, but I don't want to see anyone making a sad face while we're here trying to bring ourselves to a state of bliss. Underneath the eyes and sweep. Again, very, very gently. If you know me, you know that this is my voice changing to do face yoga. Let's do one more. And you'll be able to tell the difference when we get to the wall. Take a minute and just let your arms rest, your shoulders relax. As you do face yoga, as with any type of workout, your endurance will increase and you'll be able to keep your arms up considerably longer. I'm going to place my hands just at my hairline and hopefully not pull my pretty hairband out of my head. And as I pull the hairline back and lift the corner of my eyes, I'm going to squeeze my eyes closed at the same time. And we'll just hold this for a moment. Relax. Do it again. Delicate skin around the eyes, so we're not trying to pull and create more lines. Relax. Do it again. Nice big exhales here. And one more. You could even slide your scalp a little bit, shuffle it side to side. All while continuing to breathe, of course. And then we'll lift the hands off and just take a nice cleansing breath. Okay, if you thought your hair was going to be tidy, by the end of this, gotta let it go. And no one has more hair than me. Okay, so let's take this up a little bit and see if we can start working on a little bit of cheek area. So you're gonna work both sides at a time. And again, a nice slight smile would be a better way to go. This does have a better effect when we're already lifted muscle and lifted skin. Diagonal. Really thinking about being gentle. We're not pushing the skin up into the eyes. We're directing it up and out, about 45 degrees. Two more like this. And one. And now let's hook our finger and follow that same path. This is a wonderful way to relax any tension I feel even into your temples. I tend to get a little bit high, but to also start to lift and soften our laugh lines. And everybody always wants that, but let's not forget that this is a very natural thing to have. Children as well have laugh lines, and hopefully, if yours are deep, you've had a lot of laughter in your life. Take that same hooked finger and just underneath the cheekbone. Starting, you can curl right by the center of the nose. Remember, we're not dragging the skin, so you do need to have a nice serum or oil or a slippery lotion that enables you to slide without dragging. Breathing through the nose and the shoulders are staying low. Let's do one more. And now that we're here and we've lifted, hands will come to the side of the face. You can put your fingers just underneath the ear. You're going to lift up as you open your mouth into an O shape with your lips curled around your teeth, and not hard, just gently. Open your eyes wide. Release. Hands can come down to your lap. A couple couple more things that we'll do. Hopefully you're still breathing, you're still connecting to everything that we have happening here. Let's circle at the temples, just oh so gently. First one direction, and then the other. Breathing through the nose, my friends. And then let's take it off. A little pinch and twist on our cheeks. The key here is to not be pulling the skin away. You can see what's happening, right? If I pull this away. So instead, we're using our index, middle fingers, and thumbs. If you have nails, please figure out a way to get to the side so you're not pushing your fingernails into your skin. And we're just gonna start with a little pinch and twist. So we are pressing in and down into the muscle. This is very important. Of course, your skin will appear to lift. You can see that my skin is becoming a little bit red. Again, this is just fresh blood, oxygen, nutrients coming up toward the surface of the skin. Keep moving and taking that all over the cheek. We're really helping to enhance the production of those proteins in our body, our plumpers, collagen and elastin. Let's take it a little bit to the chin as well, along the jawline and up. And again, if you'd really like to do a little focus on some laugh lines, you could certainly give those a little bit of an extra pinch as well. It's very gentle. Remember, the skin is only flushing because we are handling it, not because we're rough. We're very gentle. One more little round. 2, 3, and 4, and we're done. Hooked fingers along your jawline. You're gonna lift right up underneath the ears. One more because it feels so good. And then we're gonna tap. Really great way to start to, again, boost that collagen, boost the elastin, bring some circulation in and under, but also helping us to just feel a little bit more lifted. You could even alternate your fingers if you'd like. Helping us to feel a little bit lifted in that under chin area where we all start to see that turkey waddle that none of us wants to have. We all know none of us want that. And then last but not least, let's just rub the ears ever so gently. Small circles, moving up, centimeter by centimeter. I can hear my doggy is in action over there. And to get to the top of the ear, you'll probably want to flip your fingers so your thumb is forward. And again, just taking that nice, deep breath. Don't forget that you have your little peony here with all of your most amazing women, and it's held inside, and you're loving them, and you have given them so much gratitude. And I want you to give a little bit of a blow. So we're gonna pick this up so that we can come to stand. Take a nice breath in. Feel the love from these women, the love you have for them, the love they have for you, and blow a little bit. Send all of that love out to the women of the world. Keep flowing. Set them free. Here we go. I'm gonna back up. We'll do a little bit of prep work. I do want to take a moment to explain to you that the reason I'm not working with music is not because Instagram doesn't want a business account to have it. It's actually because I don't want you to be distracted by songs you may or may not know. I want you to be able to feel and hear the breath that I'm working with. I also want you to be able to hear the wall as I use the wall. And because I have oil on my hands, you may see some handprints that are coming from there. So I'm just gonna give this a small adjustment for a little bit more height. In my mind, I'm very tall, I'm not. And I want to just take you, as I say, to a little bit of prep work. So let me back it up a little bit further. And we start talking about the wall as a partner. Okay, this is very real. Just like in ballroom, sorry, I just need a light adjustment because it's directly in my eyes. There we go. And so the wall is your partner in this case, or in most of my classes, because what we're using is the equipment that is available. So that could be the floor, or it could be your sofa, or it could be a chair. In this instance, it is the wall. The wall is your friend, it is your partner, it is your support system, and it is how you are going to gear your body to movement. Okay, so it's a little bit of prep work. Let's start thinking about what happens if you shift your weight to one foot. Okay, so you can feel, even though my other foot is down, it's not lifted. Yes, it's touching, but I have transferred my weight to one side of my body. So we're gonna do it again and move it to the other foot. Okay, so if your leg is straight, sometimes when we do these shifts side to side, they can feel very restrictive. We don't have a lot of range of motion. If you were to bend your knees so slightly and then start to move, you can see that there's reciprocal movement that is happening through the spine, and there's a little counterbalance that happens there. And it doesn't have to be big, it could be very, very small, and you're still seeing small amounts of work. Or you can really start to sink and see how your body, your head, your shoulders, your hips are working to counterbalance the ribs, the knees, the feet. So I'm just doing this with my arms to really sort of make you see and feel that this is what's happening. And if we start to incorporate some breath into this type of movement, it really gives us the ability to expand the body and close the body. So in these instances, what I want you to think about is that as you open with your breath and you expand, we have all kinds of room. All of the organs are floating. The air is lifting. It's picking you right up out of your hips, and it's helping you come forward, and you just fill like a sail. I love anything to do with the ocean, so I like to use ocean analogies for you, okay? So if you inhale like a sail, and then you can exhale, and just imagine that everything in the front side of the body is starting to curl in and massage everything else inside of you. You inhale, you've opened, you've exhaled, you've started to really curl it in. So this curl, your sail, is almost like a wave. When a wave in the ocean starts, it's drawing the power from the ocean, and it comes up and curls over us. It reaches its maximum height, has nowhere else to go but to curl before it crashes. So your job is to find that root. What is your ocean and where is the wave? Okay, so if we start thinking about it in a little bit of almost a cat-cow position, which we could do right here on our knees, getting the shoulders and chest open, you're inhaling, you feel like a sail, you've got a little dip in your low back. As you exhale, the belly button comes in, and then we start to round and curl and become that wave. That includes your chest, that includes your belly. The front side of your ribs are pulling up and in and encompassed into the back side of the ribs. Okay, so let's do a few of these just as a little bit of prep work. Take your nice exhale, curl, round, become that amazing wave. Your shoulders can curl too. As you've had your inhale, we're gonna start to really round, lift it up. You don't need to crunch your chin and neck, okay? So this doesn't have to touch the ceiling, and your head does not have to compress. Exhale, curl, feel that massage from the wave. Inhale, it can be as high or as low as you'd like. And we can also start to take this toward the wall. So now, here we are. We're gonna start to work with a little bit of weight. And that transfer idea again. So I'm connecting my hand to the wall. This is my partner, it is my friend. Everything that is inside, closest to the wall, will start to bear your weight, okay? This is going to give us a little bit of freedom in the outside body. So you can see that that is less connected to the floor, and it has the ability to just sort of move and wiggle and wave and do whatever it is that it would like. The hand is up, the weight is on that foot, and that's, you know, whether you're on the ball of your foot or a flat foot, that does not matter. It's up to you how you want to move. I just want you to really feel this with the shoulder relaxed. There's a bit of space for me between the wall. And then this leg or this arm can freely start to move, right? So maybe you're imagining that you're just swishing your toes through water, or perhaps you want to start to really stretch and curl and get back into that same idea of being very big and exhaling and becoming very small and round and really holding the front side of the body in toward the back line of the body. So whatever it is that you would like to do, feel free to find that action. Let's switch and you'll do it on the other side. So we have the same idea. The hand is up, the shoulder is low. The items, meaning your hand and foot, that are close to the wall are the weight-bearing areas. And if you want to raise up on the ball of your foot, amazing. If you want to keep a flat foot, also amazing. Be who you are in this moment. Thinking about the face being relaxed, I can feel as I get excited and talk to you that my eyebrows are going up. So this is the benefit of half-face yoga. Helps you just rein it all in, okay? So let's take a moment. We're inhaling, you're big. You're exhaling, you become small. It's all about the way your body wants to move, okay? Anytime you're coming small, you're sinking the things in the front side of the body. Those are always your exhales. Your inhales are always to lift you and bring you to open. So now what we're going to do is come through and find a point of contact on the body, which will be our opposite shoulder. And we'll transfer the weight from inside of the wall to the outside shoulder. The idea here is that we're going to take this open, and with an exhale, so you need enough space to fit yourself through here because you're going underneath your arm. With an exhale, you will turn the nose in toward the wall, underneath the armpit, making yourself small. Breathing out. And as you come through, that free leg has come through, and now it's the other side. My shoulder is on the wall, and we're just gonna roll back and forth and see what does that feel like. Let this be a tool. It's giving you a beautiful massage on the outer edge of the shoulder. It's helping you really find some extra extension on an inhale. It's helping you really figure out how small you can be. My leg is still free. Not that my hip couldn't touch the floor, or touch the wall. It absolutely can. You can get a bit experimental with your arms if you'd like. Does not matter to me where you go. Okay, so we're gonna come back and do it one more time on this side, and then we'll flip it and do it the other way. The arm is up. Your foot is ready. Weight a little bit against the wall. Definitely in this foot. And now your outer leg and your outer arm have the freedom to move. And you exhale and come in under. Find the shoulder on the wall. Big inhale. Scoop the entire front side of the body in. Bring yourself around. Find that place against the wall. Feel some movement. Okay, let's change sides. So here we are. Starting on this side. Everything inside holds the weight, holds the body. Reach nice and tall. Bring yourself up with some space. You've got an inhale. And with an exhale, we pull everything in. Really feel those abs finding that spine. And then here we are again, finding some movement just here on that outside wall. On that shoulder. Moving through as you would like, waving or dipping or rolling. You can open back and forth and up and down, anywhere that you would like to be. One more time to practice on this side. Oh, I think this was our side. Okay, ready? Taking it through, down, weight goes in that foot, freedom, inhale, exhale, pull it under, find the wall. Now, what do we do from here? We're just kind of hanging out. I feel like we're in like a James Dean movie or something like that, just leaning up against the wall. Okay, so that idea of becoming small with the exhale, we're gonna round the shoulders. So we can take this from where we are and whatever way it is that you like, wherever your hands are, you can do whatever you want. This is your movement exploration. As we become a bit more round, we can roll across the shoulder and bring ourselves to the front. Please note, your feet need to twist with your body, okay? So if you're still over here, at some point, you have to swivel the feet and the knees together. That is an absolute must. So let's try that. We're here, we've come through, we've done all of our action, you've found the wall, you've done your little jazz of whatever kind, and then exhale and just round a little bit through the chest and shoulders. Belly button is in, you're finding support. And then here you are again with a little bit of freedom to move however it is that you would like. So we have points of contact right now. And those would be my arms and right across the very back of my shoulders, even through my shoulder blades. And you can see that that's giving my body a little bit of freedom and some support from the wall behind me to come in and really start to get some action going in through my pelvis and through my rib cage. Make sure you're going the other way. You have a lot of freedom here. It could be anything. Maybe you just want to do some dips. Maybe you want to keep some circles going and really see what that press through the shoulders can do to create height and open and feel like a sail, and exhale and bring it around nice and soft and controlled. Maybe you want to play with some speed. Maybe you just want it to be slow. Maybe you want to start to do a little dip and slide up and down. That is our next step. So before we go any further, I have to tell you, just like in any other fitness class, joint stacking is everything. So we will be working down the wall. You will hear me slide. You will hear the wall sliding when you slide, or sorry, you scraping against the wall when you slide. Layers are ideal. My skin is conditioned from many years of doing things like this, so I am less likely to burn than most of you. So please think about layers. And you can always add and subtract as you need to. But back to your joint stacking. I think we all know at this point that anyone who's doing a lunge or a squat with their knees this far past their toes is really setting themselves up for some detriment. Okay, so what we need to have happen is in this wall slide, you must be able to see your toes. So my knee is directly above my ankle and heel right now, and I can see my toes. If you are doing this and your support leg is too close to the wall, you won't make it to the floor. If you are doing this and it's tucked in too close to the wall or too far underneath you, as you come down, you risk really blowing out that knee joint. So a 90-degree sit is the way to go. So let me come back now. And so we're here and we've just come into all of this activity. Maybe you even wanted your bum and your tailbone on the wall and you wanted to see what it was like to use the wall as a massage. There, same idea, you're still thinking about what's opening and expanding and what's being snugged in and massaged. Your outer sleeve is massaging that inner core. So here we go, we're standing up. So I'm gonna set my foot up and take it out nice and far away so that as I start to slide, I can still see my toes. My other leg will come up. If you'd like, it can come here. It could even fall to the side, which I always think is quite beautiful. So I have space. My bum is going to come down. And I'm just gonna sit. And now we can start to play again a little bit more with hands. They don't have to be on the wall. It can be whatever you'd like. We have a little bit of action that has to happen here. So I want to set us up a couple of times and do this wall slide first, and then I'll show you how you're going to get up, and then I will put it in a loop and leave you to practice that all on your own. So let's change sides. Now I'm going to step out again a little bit far, and I'm going to find a spot where I support myself against the wall and control that sit as I come down toward the floor. You could even, if you want to, scoot yourself away. My shoulders are still touching, and I'm maybe going to add a little kick. Or maybe you just want to do some flirty feet. Very doable. Before I teach you how to get up, we're doing the sit one more time on each side. It's so important that you understand the support and the control that comes from that. Okay, so wherever you would like your hands to be, I should move my hair. I'm going to kick it up, walk my foot out, still feel that my shoulders are pressed against the wall, kick my other leg up, and drop myself down to the floor, very controlled with this leg. Stand up, one more time on the other side. Inhale, make it big and awesome, and then step it out. Lift the leg wherever you want your arms to be, does not matter. Okay, so now, how are you going to get up? We're going to cross the knee that is bent. The foot will come over the side. I like to tell you that this is your direction. It's telling you which way you're going to turn. So before we get into any more turn, I would like you to just take this and roll. Transfer the weight to the outside of the hip. You should feel that this is really awesome massage in that juicy spot at your bum, so you can roll it and rub it however it is that you want. At the same time, my foot is active. So the more I roll, the more I can put my weight on that front foot. Okay, let's do the same thing on the other side. So we'll just shift our feet. The leg is straight. This will be the one that we're going to take over, thinking about the direction that my toe is pointing. And then we're going to just bring the weight to this leg. Roll it, massage it, let it feel juicy, let it feel awesome. And just love that. Use the floor as your massage tool. The breath, you can exhale and inhale, exhale, and inhale. So you can see how once we invite that breath in, it helps us really drag the movement out. So we get a little bit of that slow, subtle, sexy feel, but also that's kind of where that dancing float comes from. Okay? So hopefully you can see why I say you don't really need experience to be a dancer. To move this further, again, we're understanding that we've brought the foot forward. It is going to bear the weight. To get up from the floor, we need to bend the straight leg underneath us. Now, my weight is transferred all the way over onto this side and into my hand, onto my foot. As it's time to stand, take a nice big inhale, get yourself ready. You can come down however it is that you'd like. You could exhale, get that weight into that front foot. You're going to start to lift the hip and then straighten the legs. You can come up from there any way you'd like. So your whole loop all together. Arms up, some spaces between the wall. We have weight, okay, so that you can move because we're transferring that weight here on this side. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, make yourself small. Curl your way under, find the wall with your shoulder. Do whatever you would like. The last one, you become small. You round, you let the shoulders roll, you let the feet, knees, toes have to come with you. Find a spot that works for you. Step the foot forward, lift that leg up or to the side. Find the control in the leg, in the shoulders. Use the wall. It's your partner. Come on down toward the floor. Inhaling. You can cross your foot over. Tuck your foot underneath. Bring the weight forward. Lift and lift. That's a big inhale. Let's do it again. Opposite side. Arm is up. Weight is ready. It's close to the wall. There's space for us to come in between. Take a big inhale. Exhale, curl it. Sweep the legs. Find the shoulder. As you're ready, you can become small and transfer to the side. Kick the foot up, step it out, lift. The direction of your foot is the way you're going to roll. Weight is going in the foot, going in the hand. Tuck the foot up underneath you. Start to swivel the hips. Now she's warming up. She's turning all the way around. Okay, let's do it again. Back to this side, lift. Open space. Weight in the hands, weight in the foot. Inhale, exhale, curl it under. Find the wall. Find the wall. Lifting the foot to step it further. Arms can come up, foot can come up. Slide. Foot crosses. That's your direction. Tuck the foot in underneath you. Get the weight in your front foot and into your hands. Lift and lift. Ready? Do you want some music? Let's turn it on. I just gotta go over here. I decided we need music. I also have a silent dog, which is really quite amazing and rare. And where is sound? This is some music that I found on Mixkit, and I love it, and it is my jam, and it is called Down on You or Complicated. Down on You, it's amazing. Think about your breath, arm. Exhale. So you can see how you can start to flow and move, and the music will drive the breath, and the music will drive the sound. But at the same time, you want to find something in the music. It's not about, you know, you're going, maybe that's 4 beats. Maybe this comes in, and it's another 4 beats. And maybe this is 4 beats. And maybe this takes 2. And maybe this takes 2 beats. And then maybe you step up and step it out. And you lift up and slide. And you're exhaling all the way down. And somehow that takes 8 beats. And maybe this becomes a new little action and a movement for you. And you transfer the weight with an exhale on 1 round of breath. And then the next phrase of music has you coming up and working very slowly and gently. So not to fool yourself, this is absolutely a challenging workout. You will absolutely find your heart rate coming up. But at the same time, we're working at a level of chill that is slow and easy and learnable. And I didn't want to take a full class time for you, so we've had a little bit of a haphazard face yoga, just a few techniques that I thought would be nice to bring you to that state of relaxation. And then we've come to the wall and we talked about transferring of weight where the weight is holding, a little bit of movement, right? How to create a wave in your body, really thinking about being an actual wave, and how the support of the wall or whatever your tool is giving you a contact point that not only powers your movement, but helps you get in deep so that your outer sleeve becomes a massage for your internal core. Okay, so guys, I hope that you enjoyed this. A very random last minute thing. As I said, my lighting has changed. The sun has shifted. I can tell just how long we've been in here. Thank you for joining me today. Please, 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 if you have any questions, thoughts, comments, queries, leave them here. I will totally come back and talk to you. Love to encourage you to get through this. And if anyone wants to tag a friend because they think they need to do it, drop it down there, save it, do it again later. I'm always happy to come back and talk to you. New classes will start next week. I will drop some stuff later for info for everyone to come in. Happy Women's Day. Bye.